In this video, we are putting a Claude Code and the Cursor AI head to head to see which AI can build a better Flutter Firebase login and sign up app. We'll compare their code, quality, UI, speed, and overall development experience to find out which one performs better. So in our today's video, I am going to use a Cursor AI and a Claude Code to build a login and sign up page, and we are going to see like which AI can really help you to create a Flutter app, right? So first I'm going to just use a Claude to design the login and sign up page, then just write a complete code for that two pages, right? So I'll move to the Claude, and here I'm going to use a Sonnet version. There are the four things like Haiku, Sonnet, Opus, and Fable 5. For Fable 5 they have just launched right now, I think so in last 2 weeks, and Opus, Sonnet, and Haiku are the oldest one, right? So you can use according to your usage, but for the app I will refer that to use a Sonnet 5 because it is really best for you, and it also not going to charge you really high, and it can be efficient for the everyday task as it has been written over here. But if you are looking for a complex task, like if you are looking for a complex coding, you can use Opus. And if you are looking for some toughest challenges, like if you are facing some toughest challenges in the app, you can use a Fable 5, right? So I will just refer that to use a Sonnet 5 because this will be a budget friendly version and also going to help you to create the app. Okay, so I'm going to use a Sonnet 5, and then I need to pass a prompt over here. So I'll just tell the Claude to first design the login and sign up page, then give me the code for it, right? So what I want is that to create a login and sign up page design for my Flutter app. So the design should be really great and add some animations and graphics as well. Yeah, so this is the prompt that I've sent to the Claude, and let's see. They will first try to create the UI design of our login and sign up page, then they will move forward with the other things, right? So you can see over here, the Claude is just checking the front end design and guidance for the aesthetic direction. Okay, architected modern authentication design with auto animated Aurora graphics. I don't know what is this Aurora graphics, and branded motion. Okay, set up the working directory, main Flutter app file with animated login and sign up screen. As I've told in the prompt that I need some animation and the graphics as well. So they first trying to create the screen. It is taking some time to just load the screen. We just need to wait for the result, right? Okay, I think so they have created the login and sign up page design that I can see over here. They wrote a single file drop in animated and auth screen, Aurora gradient background, frosted glass card, a rotating orbit mark that doubles as logo, the loading spinner. Okay, they have written lot many things that they have added on a single screen. But let's see, the result will comes once we see the complete screen design. Okay, so they told me that add one dependency, so we just need to copy this dependency from here. We'll need to move to the perspec.ml file, and we just need to move to the dependency and directly paste the code over here, something like this. Okay, so this is the Google font, the dependency that we needed. Now this dependency is needed to use a Google font in our app. Okay, so this is the thing. Now once we do this, now I'll just move down. I think so they have wrote the code. So this is the main.dart code, and this is the readme section. Okay, so let's copy this main.dart code directly from here. Okay, let's copy this and let's move to main.dart, and we just need to paste it over here. Okay, now you can see that we need to copy the code and the paste it in the VS Code just to update the code. But in the Cursor we are going to do something really different. I'm going to show you that in this video. We just need to wait until we reach to the Cursor, right? So it has told that lockup failed, title in getters in my home page, email app, blah blah blah. Okay, so let's hot restart this. Okay, so this is the login and sign up page. They have tried to use this logo, I don't know, welcome back, sign in to keep the exploring our orbit. So they have tried to create some orbit. They have used a glass morphism design that we can see. We can switch to the sign up page and the login page. Though I like the color they have used, like they try to keep all the things in a black theme, but if you want in a light theme, you need to tell that in a prompt, because prompt plays a big role, as I've explained you many times. So if you need this app in the light theme, you need to tell in the prompt. Without telling in the prompt, the AI will just give you the result in the black theme. Okay, so this is the login and sign up page that the Cursor AI has created. It is look good, but we won't reach to the result until we see what really the cursor will going to create, right? So just move, and we are going to tell that now just write a complete code for the login and sign up page. Okay, so the line login and sign up page design is done. Now what I want is that to write a complete code for the login and sign up page. Okay, now make sure that you use a Firebase as a backend, and we need to just connect a complete login and sign up page. Okay, yeah, so this is the another prompt that I've sent. I've told that to just add a complete backend to our login and sign up page and use the Firebase as a backend. Okay, so they are going to just give me the complete code for this. We just need to wait, and we need to copy and paste the code. Okay, so this is the login and sign up page design the Claude has created. We need to wait for the cursor to get to our final result on this. Okay, so I can see that they have wrote like, let me wire up the Firebase authentication properly. I will restructure into a create multi-file setup services share widget screen, since the complete code for the real backend deserves a proper organization rather than a one giant file. Okay, so they're trying to create the file. Now let's fix the broken glass card and add the missing widget class. Okay, I made an error in the last section. Let me fix the glass card. So they are telling that they have made some error in the glass card widget. They're trying to fix that. So we need to wait for the result, because until the result we see. Okay, now let's create the home screen auth gate main.dart and the Firebase options template. Okay, auth gate. Okay, I guess they have wrote a complete code. Now that I can see over here, like I've restructured it to the proper project, the Firebase wired in, what change auth service, auth gate, auth screen. Okay, one thing I can do can't do for you is the Firebase option.dart. Need your actual Firebase project key. Those were the okay. So one thing that the Claude is telling that we can't directly connect your app with the Firebase. We need to do you need to do that manually, because we need to just connect the app with Android and the iOS. We need to create the project in the Firebase, then we need to connect it with a code. Okay, so that's a thing that the Claude is telling me right now. Okay, the readme section is there. Okay, that we can read all the thing, the pubspec.yaml file main.dart code. Okay, why the page has been crashed, I don't know. Okay, we move back over here. Okay, so main.dart code is over here. Okay, auth gate. So this is the auth gate code, Firebase options, auth service, auth screen, home screen, Aurora colors, Aurora background colors, orbit mark. Okay, so these are all the codes that I can see. I'm going to download this all in once, and here it's simply created the files.zip folder. Now in this files.zip folder, I need to just open the code, and we need to just see all the files one by one, like all the files that we can see over here. Okay, so these are all the files that we can directly copy and paste it over here, and we can run the login and sign up page. Okay, so this is the complete thing that has been done by Claude that you can see over here. Now the code has been written over here. We need to just directly and paste over here. It doesn't do a Firebase connection automatically. We need to do all the things manually. Now here comes the usage of a cursor. Now I've used the cursor many times before as well, but I'm going to show you that now we are going to create a complete login and sign up page by using the cursor as well. Okay, so I am going to just directly open the cursor. Let's close this Claude website for now. Okay, so I just open a cursor, and this is how the cursor looks alike, and we just need to pass a prompt. I'm using a cursor Grok 4.5, is really high and fast. Okay, so we are going to use this, and now I'm going to just pass a prompt, and I'll just tell the cursor that I need a new design. Just remove all the design, like old code that has been done by the Claude, and we need a complete new design of our login and sign up page. Okay, and add also the animation, the graphics. I'm going to pass the same prompt to the cursor, because we need to check the result, like which AI was going to design the app in the better way. Okay, so I'm going to tell that So now what I want that just to remove the old code from this file, and we just need to create a login and sign up page design. Now the design should be really great, add some cool animations and the graphics as well. Okay. So I've just passed the same prompt that I've passed to the Claude just to check that which of the two AI is going to work really well. So I'm going to pass the prompt and we need to wait for the result, like what really the cursor will do right now. Okay. I will inspect the project and the current auth related file so we can replace the old code with a polished login and sign up design. This is a Flutter app. I will check the current live entry file and recent chat context for what should be replaced. There is already a auth screen main.dart checking the prior chat. Okay, so they're trying to just create a redesign of the login and sign up page. Okay, so we just need to wait for. Okay, I think so. They have created the complete design that I can see what's in it, like brand forward hero with. Okay, I think so. They have added a Google font, an animated envelope with that opens on the sign up and closes on signing. Okay, sounds really great. Soft morning mist background with a drifting postage stamp graphics. Okay, teal primary CTA with a press animation, blah blah blah. Yeah, so they have also added the different Google font that I can see. They pass a different brand name. There is a different styling and all. Okay, I think that they have tried to just recreate the design. Let's see what result we get over here. I'm going to just hot restart the app. Oh wow, that's a wow, because the design looks really great, the colors and all, the animations are simply been moving, that you can see the image are not static, they are trying to move from one place to another, that I can see. They have also added a different logo, the name, the font styling also looks really great. They have added the elevation. I think so on the design. The okay, the envelopes close. Once I move to the sign up page, the envelopes open. There is, you can see that envelope has been opened. Move to the signing page, envelope has been closed. Wow, I didn't expect this to be created in this awesome way. I think so the result is totally clear that the cursor has simply been got +1 for the design that they have created for the login and sign up page rather than a Claude, because Claude design was also okay, but they have tried to use a glass morphism. But here you can see that the design created by the cursor is totally really great. I passed the same prompt to both the AI just to check the result. Right now, once we do this, now I'm going to tell the cursor that connect this app with a Firebase, also at the login and sign up page. Now in the Claude, I've told you that Claude will not going to connect the app with a Firebase. Also, you don't need to copy and paste the code. That's a main thing. You have seen that in the Claude we used to copy the code and try to paste in the VS code. Now by using the cursor, we don't need to do anything that much. If you just tell the prompt, all the code will be directly updated to the VS code. You don't need to copy or paste or anything. Okay, so that's a thing by a Claude. Now I'm going to pass a prompt. So now we are going to do one thing. Now just add a login and sign up page backend. Also connect the app with a Firebase and do the complete connection so that I can test the login sign up page, like how it is working. Just add the email authentication. Don't add the other authentication right now. Yeah, so this is the another prompt. I'm going to send the prompt and I've told that to just add a backend to the login and sign up page by using the Firebase. I will wire the Firebase email auth into the existing login and sign up UI and strip the social buttons so you can test the email sign in end to end. Okay, so they are first running and checking the Firebase login in a project. They're trying to just log in according to my email and they will just check the project that is available for a connection and they will just connect this. Okay, Firebase credential need refresh. I will set up the auth code and packages, then reconnect the Firebase so we can finish the config. Okay, so these are all the things that the cursor is telling. We just need to wait for the result. Right now, one more thing I will tell you, that like how it's going to create a project. So they are going to just check that first, like the file name that you have kept, like I've just keep the file name, the email app. So they are trying to just match the Firebase account with a file name. So if they won't find any file name that match with a project name, then they try to create the project. Now as you can see that it has wrote like project quota is full, so we'll attach the existing Firebase project and finish the wiring auth code and checking which project already have the email auth enabled. Okay, so what they will do is that they will just check that if they won't find any project that match with a file name, they try to create a new project. But in my email where I created the Firebase project or Firebase account, there the project quota is full. So they're trying to just wire up with existing Firebase project that you can see, so that we can do the connection and can check the app. Okay, so that's a plus one thing from the cursor that you can see. They just try to connect this app with a project that available in the Firebase account, so that we can check the app as quickly as possible, right? So we'll just need to wait. They are trying to attach with existing project that is there. Okay, so what I can see is that they have mentioned that auth code is wired. One blocker, your Google account can't create the new Firebase project because quota has been exceeded. So I need the existing project to finish the correction. Reply with the project ID from your list, for example, chat app. Okay, so they're telling me that on which ID we need to just connect all those things. So they have just make the 8 files changed. Once you send it, I will Flutter configure and enable the okay. So I'll just tell that to connect with this project. So I'm going to just paste this and we need to pass this. Okay, so this is the project that I've told that just to connect with this, so that we can maintain all the things, right? Okay, open the sign up, create an account. Okay, you should land on the home screen. Okay, tap the sign out. Okay, so they have just told that we have made the complete connection. We don't need to open anything, like I haven't opened the Firebase account, nothing. All the connection has been done by the cursor. Okay, so I'm going to just hot restart this app, but the hot restart will not going to work over here because the complete connection has been done right now. We need to stop the app and we need to relaunch the app and check the login and sign up page is working. Okay, I've simply hot restart the app, not hot restart, sorry. I'll simply launch the app again, and now I'm going to just check the sign up page. So I'm going to enter my name like Shivam Gupta. Okay, and then I need to enter the email. So I'm going to enter not my email, a random email. Okay, gmail.com. Okay, then I need to pass the password Shivam12 and then again a password Shivam12. Now click to this create account button. Account already exists for this email, so I'm going to just change this to like this. Now click to this again. Okay, so welcome there. You are signed in with the email authentication shivam899@gmail.com. Okay, I can simply sign out and we can directly move to the sign up page. So you can see that we have created a complete login and sign up page by using a two AI like a Claude and a cursor. Now I guess the result is very clear. In the design, the cursor was totally ahead of the Claude because we get a perfect design that we have created by the cursor. We need to copy and paste the code from the Claude to the VS code, but once we are using the cursor, we don't need to do anything that, right? We need to manually connect the Firebase if we are using the Claude, but the cursor will also connect your app with the Firebase if you are using the cursor as an AI. Okay, now these are the total results that I get by using the two AI. Let me know in the comment box what you thought about this video. Also, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Until then, keep coding, keep having fun. I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.